for the delay today. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties with my manager here on the bench. His name begins with a W. Can't disclose any more information other than that. But let me pass it over to Dre here to give you the scoring recap of the past period, first period. Catch you guys up.
First of all, superstar Gavin, rookie year, and he's already got a goal, first game. You don't see that a lot. But he's also got another assist. We have Xander Zoya also on the board. Along with Nicholas Usage. Again, not a common name to see on that score sheet. And then, of course, our captain, Anton Safanov. Really doing his stats here, Safanov, really proud. He's made an appearance in the crowd today.
All right, Dre. I think that's all we have scoring so far. The score is 5-2 RPI. As RPI comes back this season, what do you think we're looking for on the defensive side of things to start off the year in the right spot?
I'd say it's definitely the most shaky area we have as a team as a whole. We have lineups like Zaid and Feldman, John and Will, Arvin. They're just looking to be more stable. Making sure those shifts are good. We have people going on and off the ice at the wrong times. That's what led to the second goal, I'd say.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Dre. Okay, so my name's Tyler Sherrick, and this is
Dre Galsonev.
We are your commentators for the night. With us is Will Gesa. He's the stream manager, and Blake Edelson, who is the media manager. So if you guys were getting updates on Twitter and Instagram, that would be via Blake Edelson. So you guys can say thank you to him for getting the stream up and dealing with the problems. Will Gesa's looking at me now. I think he has something he wants to say about the game. Okay, yeah, he mentioned it. He wanted to mention all the rookies that have their first goals today. I think Dre mentioned it earlier, but we have Gavin Dumas with a goal and an assist in the first period. We have Regan Johnson, I believe, with a goal. Is there an assist there, Dre?
I believe just the goal for Regan.
Okay. Such a plus
Yeah, the veterans Xander Zoya, and then Nicholas Usage. Yes.
Does that sound any better? What did he say? I literally just looked at it.
Up here with us today, we also have Niall, some eye candy. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I know. There's still like 10 seconds.
The Engineers here for the second period of play. Torrance Raven starting in net tonight. The starting lineup was Torrance Raven. It was Anton Safanov, Tommy Hall, Nicholas Usich, Trent Burton, and final forward was Xander Zoya, I believe.
Stream audio is very quiet, just a heads up.
Alright. Here come the referees to start the period 2 between the RPI Engineers and the Rider Broncos. This opening game for the Engineers has been pretty solid so far. Lots of offensive output. Pretty solid defense so far. Just a couple of defensive lapses, just for the most part. Nothing critical. The Engineers still have the lead 5-2. And here they come. There we saw the rookie, Hayden Plymley, take a little tumble out of the, coming onto the ice there. Did a little barrel roll. All in good faith though. That's how you warm up on the ice, I guess.
Try not to bully the new guys too much, Tyler. After all, we're only learning how to skate.
That is true. So the starting lineup for the second period, Trent Burton, Tommy Hall on defense. Anton Safanov, I believe, will be centering that line. Seth McKenna is left winger on that line, and Nicholas Usich is the other defenseman there. Torrance Traven, of course, is in between the pipes again for period 2 to continue his strong start to the season. Here's the face-off between number 12 on the Rider Broncos, or sorry, my mistake, number 11 on the Rider Broncos and Anton Safanov. Rider wins the face-off, number 6 for Rider, skating across the red line, holds it, tries to move, poked away by Tommy, regained, and shot wide by Rider. Anton Safanov retrieves behind the net, and Trent Burton on the half wall to try and break it out here. He sends it back to Nick Usich, who sends it back to Tommy. Tommy up to Anton, center of the ice, and that is going to be on net, so no icing against the Engineers there. I'm not sure why the goalie played it there, Dre. Do you have any idea why he did that? It looked like it was going for an icing. Oh, turnover here. Anton, wraparound, save.
On that icing, it looked like the goalie just had his paddle down and the tip of the stick might have touched it, preventing the icing.
That must have been it, because it definitely looked like it was going for icing, but I guess he just got a little too happy there and wanted to play the puck. Nick Usich here intercepted below the goal line on the Rider goal line. Trent Burton battling, puck comes out front and is covered by the Rider goalie.
Kind of stuff RPI's been practicing, that dump and pressure, making sure they get fresh feet out there while maintaining that offensive possession.
Absolutely, that's a very good point there. RPI has been known to, between last season and this season, have drilled that over and over and over again, getting the puck in and then up in front of the net, just battling for every inch there. Xander Zoya on the draw. Xander wins it back to Vim Van Rossum, who takes a shot. It's blocked by Rider. Rider chips it up past Vim. Vim retrieving on the break back. Pass over to John Hudson, who shoots it into Xander's stick to tip it in, and is retrieved by Gavin Dumas behind the goal line. Xander to Gavin behind the goal line. Gavin out front, paddled away by the Rider goalie. Vim retrieving at center ice. John Hudson dumps it in. And Gavin once again to retrieve. Gavin has found himself in scoring positions most of the night here. It's just a rookie. It's pretty impressive, Dre. What can you say about his playing today?
I'd say he's learned our system quite well. Always in front of the net, always against the boards, looking for that shot, making sure the team's always in the right position on the offensive zone.
Absolutely, and that's why he has a goal and an assist today. Zaid Karame now at neutral zone, makes a move at center ice, makes another move, turns the puck away, and Rider has possession back in their own zone, regrouping. Rider rims it up, and that looks like it's going to be an icing on Rider. Not sure what the idea was behind that defensive play there. I mean, it looks like he just shot it out of the rig for no reason there.
For the past 3 minutes of this period, it's just been constant zone pressure.
That must have been it. There's not much logic to that in my opinion, but
Can't get the straight shot.
right. We have Alec Garabetta on the draw there. Sort of a tie on that draw. It goes out to the winger, and now Rider gets a hold of it and dumps it down to Torrance Raven, who shoots the puck back up the ice, and I believe that would be icing. No, it's not an icing. Called off. Rider's player tipped it on the blue line.
Too many feet there. Can't
Yep.
let that go by.
Henrong, pressure's low. Working towards the net. Shot into the stomach of the Rider goaltender, who easily makes the save there. Here comes a line with Regan Johnson, Dylan Julian, Jack Boughton to take the draw in the offensive zone on the right circle here. Defense here, we have Nick Usich and Tommy Hall. Dylan for the draw for an offensive possession here. And he wins it back to Regan. Regan pushes it to the middle, and it's intercepted by the Rider player. Whistle is blown. It's unclear what happened there. Dre, do you know what happened there?
Yeah, it looked like after we picked up the puck on the faceoff, he was tripped up.
That's going to push the Engineers to the power play. Regan Johnson tripped on the play, as Dre just said. And now the Engineers have an offensive zone face-off and a 5v4 power play here for 2 minutes. play, we have Xander Zoya, Gavin Dumas, Dylan Julian, Thomas Hall, and Brendan Maw. It's just a powerful group here that's known to produce goals. Pressured in behind the net by Dylan Julian. Pass out to Tommy on the left point. Back to Brendan on the right. Over to Xander. Xander holds it for a second. Shoots it, deflected by Rider player. It bounces over to Brendan Maw, who corrals it and brings it back to Tommy. Tommy passes in the front, deflected. Xander regains control. Tommy's at the point. He holds, passes to Brendan. Brendan to Tommy. Tommy, Xander, one-timer wide. Gavin retrieves again. Gavin tries to get to the Brendan, deflection. Brendan grabs it. Xander with the puck, shot, save. This goalie's been having trouble so far, Dre. Is there anything in particular that you've noticed, any trends that the Engineers have been scoring on here with this goalie?
This goalie seems to be hunching over a lot. Lots of these goals have been on the corners. It's not those open like this.
This is true, Dre. I mean, when you have shots like the Engineers have shots, there's not much you can really do about that. That is a good clear there. Torrance Raven to stop the puck and hand it to Nick Usich. Power play 2 line here, looking like Anton Safanov, Alec Arabet, Brody O'Doherty, Nick Usich, and Trent Burton. That's another powerful power play line. Pretty unstoppable.
If the first one was precision, this one is power. Shooters like Anton and Alec, those guys don't miss.
This is true, Dre. This is true. Speaking of Anton, coming up the ice right now, he takes it wide, goes behind the net, looking for an option. He has Nick Usich. He's circling the zone again. Pulls it back over to Alec Garabet in the right-hand circle. Over to Nick Usich. Back to Anton. Anton works it across the middle. Passes it behind his back to Brody. Brody low to Trent. Trent behind the net now. Trent passes it to Alec on the other side of the ice. Shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. Nick with the puck now. Passes it in front, intercepted by the Rider defense, and they ice it. And they clear it for the power play. Torn out of the net again to retrieve. Torn's being pressured by the Rider player, bats it over to Anton. Anton with the puck, chips it over the glass, and it was pushed back in by the Rider defenseman. John Hudson now on the ice. Backhands it up to the neutral zone. Puck is bobbled by the Rider offense, and they regain control at the top of the blue line. Shot saved by Torrance Schraven. Controlled rebound right out of the zone. Xander now with the puck, works in the offensive zone. Xander, Gavin, 2-on-1. Stopped, passed out front. Brendan's shot was blocked in traffic by the Rider defense. Xander now with the puck, holds in the neutral zone. Holds, passes to Vin Van Rossum. What will he do with the puck this time? Right out to Brendan Maw, who tips it in. Into the Rider zone. Rider's defense is retrieving the puck. They work it behind the net, being pressured by Gavin, who works up a turnover. The turnover is received by Xander Zoya. Xander working towards the net. Pass in front. Puck's in Brendan's feet. He can't control it there. Number 5 for Rider, working it out now. Tips along the boards. Chased down by 19 on Rider. It's a semi-breakaway there on the side of the net. Nothing. Tries to pass in front, but Brendan Maw is there to deflect it to the side. No threat there. Here comes Dylan Julian up the left wing. Working low, puck behind the net. Dylan bats it behind for Regan Johnson, who drew a penalty last shift. Regan working low. Retrieved by Jack Boughton now. Jack Boughton gives the puck away, and 11 takes it the other way. Stephen Feldman there to play defense, chips it out for Jack Boughton. Once again, Jack Boughton gives it away to the same guy once again. Here goes 11, down the left-hand side. Dished in front, but could not control it there. Jack Boughton and Stephen Feldman working it up now to Regan Johnson. Regan moving up the right side. He's protecting, he's behind the net. Sends it out front, and nobody there for the Engineers. The puck goes all the way back to Torrance Raven's side of the ice and is retrieved by Anton once again. Rimmed around the side of the net. Comes all the way down the ice for an ice against the Engineers.
It seems Rider has found their stride in their defensive zone as they've held off RPI so far in this period.
On the defensive zone draw, we see, I believe that's D'Souza down there on the ice with Tommy Hall, Anton Safanov, Jack Bowden, and here comes Regan Johnson once again to take another draw. Or no, I'm sorry, he's playing winger on this line. Anton battles and wins the draw back to Tommy Hall. Tommy Hall works it behind the net and drops it to Ryan D'Souza. D'Souza up to Bowden, who cannot corral that. The puck bounces back to Tommy Hall. He bobbles it a little bit. And the puck ends up at the Rider defense there. Rider ices the puck. I believe it was looking for some sort of tip pass to get into the engineer zone, but there was nobody there. Dre, we've also seen this pattern of both teams trying to stretch the ice, and it seems like nobody really gets to the point they want to be at in the zone. What should the engineers do to make sure this is minimized in the future here?
It could be argued that this is just the beginning of the season hitters.
It's true. This is true. Well, right. Pass in front, score!
Just like that.
Seth McKenna. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Puck was behind the net, and then it was centered quickly to Seth McKenna, who was wide open in the low slot, who one-timed it straight between the Rider goalie's legs.
No one covered Seth McKenna. This used to be the walk between the half time. It let loose for one time.
Seth McKenna is very elusive at times. He spawns in most of the time. You don't really know where he is at all. And here he is back on the ice. We'll see if he sneaks up on Rider again. He can pot another one. Another thank you to the RPI pep band for coming out and cheering on the RPI ACHA team as they chant, "It's all your fault." Absolutely. Wouldn't want it any other way, right, Trey?
Absolutely not.
Puck is now dumped in by the Rider defense. Torn corrals it for Nick Usich once again. Trent Burton on the wing now, up to Nick Usich, who bobbles it, intercepted a Rider mid-slot, fumbled, and Trent Burton there with a really, really good back check to break that play up. Nick Usich once again on the wing, bats it up, center ice, nobody there to retrieve. Here comes Seth McKenna once again, middle of the ice. He dumps it into the Rider zone on net, and that's going to count as a shot, I believe, Dre, right? Even though it's center, that still counts as a shot?
You count 100% the shots on net.
There you go. Alec Garabet there, dumping it into the Rider zone. It's retrieved by Vin Van Rossum on the other side. Henry Ong down there. And Alec retrieves behind the net, but is given up to the Rider offense, who they move the other way. And that's going to be another icing. Another failed breakout attempt by Rider to go for another offensive zone face-off for RPI.
Once again, Rider cannot change. These guys are getting gassed out there. Constant pressure from the RPI offense.
Right. I mean, there's not much they can do when RPI is swarming like they are right now. I mean, the score is a very good describer of how this game has been going. It's 6-2 RPI. There's not much going on in Rider's favor. Draw won by RPI again. John Hudson to Vin Van Rossum, who winds back, takes a shot, and it's blocked by Rider, and that puck goes out of play. Gritty block there by Rider. Probably the best play I've seen from them all night, to be honest.
We always love a good block.
Absolutely. Vin Van Rossum, very elusive out there. He tends to miss people's view at sometimes, but he always makes his presence known on the defensive side of the ice. We'll see if he can get a shot on net here, maybe get his name on the board. Alec Garabet for a face-off here in the offensive zone. He ties him up, and it's one. Very nice face-off play. Brody O'Doherty works it behind the net for Henry Ong, who tries to center it but can't. Henry Ong now regains the control in the corner, bats it down low, and intercepted by the Rider defense. Tips it out, intercepted by Vin Van Rossum, works it across the middle, passes it to John Hudson, who takes a shot on net. Rebound controlled by the Rider goaltender.
Simple systems plays, no danger, no great A chances. It's good on.
Rider seems to really be struggling to get out of the zone here. I haven't seen them come out of the zone once, right, Trey?
It seems that way. They just got to get that puck off the glass and make some connections in the zone.
They got to do something.
It's hard to do when you have guys like these constantly in possession.
And there's
Another shot on net.
Stephen Feldman with a shot on net. Gobbled up by the Rider goaltender. Got a feel for him sometimes. Really no break today. The Rider goaltender's really been swarmed by the RPI engineers all night. Puck won by Rider there. Still cannot get the puck out. Jack Fountain down to Dylan Julian, who battles below the goal line. Regan Johnson now retrieving on the other side of the goal line. Makes a move, works out front. Regan shot. Save. Dylan, middle of the ice shot. Blocked. And the puck is shot out wide. Feldman lifts the puck into the zone. And Dylan is going off for a change. Replaced by Anton Safanov. And now the puck is back down to Torin. And that is going to be a nice breather for the Rider Broncos. Here comes Zad Karame on the right side. Dumps it in. Actually on net, so that's another shot on net, right, Dre? Blocker to side. Okay. There's going to be a whistle there. Not sure what it's for yet. Sorry, folks. Very unclear of what we have going on here. There was a whistle. We can't seem to figure out what happened. I think you might be right, Dre. I think it was a hand pass there. I think it was because right. Oh, it is a 2-minute man. You're right. Absolutely. Gavin Dumas up to Brendan Maw on the power play once again. Gavin Dumas over to Zide, or no, sorry, my mistake. Tommy Hall works it down to Xander. Xander on the far wall, working it down to Dylan Julian. Dylan Julian behind the net makes a move up to Tommy Hall. Tommy works in the middle of the ice, winds back, pass it to Brendan. Brendan works up, over to Xander. Shot, save by the Rider goaltender. Gavin Dumas middle of the ice, battles, gets it back to Xander. Xander to Tommy. Tommy to Brendan. Brendan, Tommy. Brendan. Xander deflected. Tommy is back to retrieve. Absolutely lethal. They scored on that many times. Tommy Hall works it in, takes the shot, deflected by the Rider defenseman up and out of play. That's going to be a in-zone face-off for the RPI Engineers on this power play. 1:13 left on the power play for the folks watching at home. Anton loses the draw there, and the puck is shot out by the Rider defenseman. And down to Torin again, who corrals it for, once again, Nick Usage.
Think Torin's looking for an assist tonight?
I think he is.
He does have the hands for it.
Here comes Brody O'Doherty down the side. Rips in front of the net, unable to connect with Anton Safanov. There he is on the side of the net. Brody battles, is hit. Alec Garabet on the side of the net, up to Trent Burton on the point. Over to Nick. Nick holds. Over to Anton. Anton fires. A no angle shot there. Played well by the Rider goaltender to fight for a save. It looks like he's hurting a little bit there. And we know Anton has a pretty hard shot, so when his shot catches you in the wrong spot, which it looked like it just caught the Rider goalie in the wrong spot, it really gets you.
This might be exhausted, getting peppered constantly this whole period.
Absolutely. It might also, that's very true, it might just be exhaustion. Puck with Nick Usage, bats it over to Alec Garabet, who tries to one-hand it but can't quite get there. That's why we play hockey, folks. No football players here. Trent Burton behind the net, up to Alec Garabet. Alec, over to Nick Usage, over to Anton. Anton walks in, fires. Puck deflected, and they score. Trent Burton for the rebound. Rider goalie immediately battling. What'd you see there, Dre?
It looks like Trent has one backing away at it. The goalie thinks he might have had a glove on it or something. Trent just, all that power, buried it through.
I mean, that's why they call Trent the backdoor bandit. There's not much else to it. Trent really is a backdoor bandit. He just sits behind the net and smashes those pucks in backdoor.
You can't leave anything back there.
You cannot.
Be gone.
You cannot. And here comes the Pat band once again, giving it to the Rider goaltender. Rider wins it back. Number 7 works it up to the middle. Trent Burton scores. First of the season. And I mean, you can expect much more to come from him.
So much.
Here comes Jack Bouton on the far side, hacking away. Rider offense still working. Still not getting anything going on here. Defenseman dumps it in to the Rider bench, I believe. A little bit of friendly fire there. Hopefully no one was hurt.
I think those stakes might have taken some damage.
Absolutely.
Can't be too much though.
Right. At least $100 of damage. Not too bad, you know.
Let's hope they're on warranty.
That Trent Burton goal was a perfect example of RPI hockey. Just gritty, willingness to win, and the need to win a game. Here comes Gavin Dumas working his way in. Pushed off to the right side into the corner. Trent Burton. Sorry, my mistake. That's Gavin, sorry. Gavin and Brendan working low together. Could not get the puck towards the net, and here comes Ryder the other direction. Ryder works up to the middle. One guy trying to do it all. Makes a move, right side shot, wide. Ryder low, behind the RPI net. Pass out front, intercepted by Brendan Maw. Pass to the middle, Xander Zoya tries to give it back to Gavin Dumas, who fed him initially, could not do it. Puck is past Zyd Krame, who could not corral it, and is headed back to the RPI zone. Zyd Krame with the puck now, passes it up the wall, intercepted by the Rider defense. Feldman in behind the net to retrieve. He picks it up. Here comes Henry Ong. Puck down. Into the zone. Retrieved by Alec. Brody O'Doherty with a shot now on net. Henry Ong works it low with Alec. They're both battling there. Alec low with the puck now. Brody O'Doherty at the net. Pass out front. Could not connect with Brody. Stephen Feldman. Backhand shot. Gloved.
Super low there.
Feld's just hanging low.
He was on defense.
Right. On the face-off, we have Dylan Julian, Regan Johnson, and Jack Bouton. Once again, popular line here in the second period. Jack Bouton gets a shot wide, and they're working it low. Jack Bouton with the puck right now. Works to the middle of the ice. He's battling. Puck was given up in the middle of the ice. And now here comes Ryder on a rush. Tommy Hall versus Ryder. Tommy Hall, big hit on the Ryder offenseman, so he loses the puck. He could not get the rush. Here comes Regan Johnson the other way. Makes the move in the middle of the ice. Shot wide. Tommy Hall, that's a low for Regan again. Makes the move to the middle again. Backhand out front. Puck's in front. Jack Bouton scores. That is going to be 8-2 RPI. And no sign of a goalie switch from Ryder. What do you think the rationale is there, Dre?
If I'm going on the bench right now, I'm one of my team. When do I have to go out? The RPI.
Jack Bouton, first goal of the year. Is that his first goal ever?
That is Jack Bouton's first goal ever.
Wow. Congratulations, Jack Bouton, for the first goal. Jack Bouton is a sophomore, everybody. And he will for sure have that puck on his nightstand for the rest of his life. Regan now, another freshman with another assist in the game here. So Anton Safanov on the blue line. Takes a chip into the zone. Could not connect with Trent Burton crashing the net. Once again, backdoor. Shot there. I don't know what happened. Not a lot on that shot, huh, Dre?
No, I believe RPI defense got a stick on it. Jack Bouton, first goal of his career at RPI. That's definitely a conversation starter.
Absolutely.
Next time you talk to a girl.
Puck battle behind the net. Ryder retrieves at the point. Shot. Blocker saved by Torrance Raven. Very routine there.
Moving in slow-mo.
Absolutely. Showing off the fundamentals. Puck given up in the middle of the ice. Wow. Just overpowered. Ryder just can't compete in really any way here tonight. Gavin Dumas winds back. Passes it low. Wow. All the time in the world. Xander Zoya cannot complete the pass to Gavin backdoor. Shot from Van Rossum over the net. Tipped over the net by Brendan Maw. Shot by Feldman. Missed wide. And now Ryder the other way. Rodeo Doherty back to receive here. Loses the race to the Rider defenseman. Rider now possessing below the goal line of the RPI zone. Alec Garrett behind the net, battling once again. Wow!
Saved by Torrance.
The puck bounced up over the net, landed on Torrance' back. Torrance Traven threw his glove behind his back and caught it before the puck went in the net.
Eyes in the back of his head.
That is just true grittiness from the RPI goaltender there.
As a goaltender, that's definitely the biggest nightmare one can have. And Torrance Raven said not today.
Absolutely. It seems like we don't know where the puck is at the moment, actually. Torrance Raven has managed to lose the puck in his own gear.
And avoid being on the blooper reel.
Absolutely. The search for the puck continues. Ryder goes back for their bench, probably to take a well-needed break here.
Probably caught some clear tape.
Absolutely.
Didn't mention after all. You want that clear tape, correct?
Yeah, I actually had no idea what clear tape was. So, thanks to Torrent for that one.
It's a real career saver.
I've actually never seen it before. They found the puck. Zaid Karame, of all people, pulls the puck out of Torrent's pants
He knows
to
that
save
like
the day.
back of his hand.
Zaid Karame, a true gritty team play there. Find the puck, and now he's immediately busts his butt back to the goal line, or to the face-off line, where he's going to inevitably go and make a big play.
Zai does whatever the team needs him to do.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
Pass out front. Ryder can't corral that. Here comes Alec Garrett the other way. Henry Ong working it in. Shot blocked. Pass in front by Alec. Sitting there. Rodeo Doherty. Another rookie goal. And that's another puck that's going to be on the nightstand for the rest of his life. Rodeo Doherty just crashing the net. Taking a note from Trent Burton there. 9-2 and no goalie change. Why are they not changing their goalie, you might ask? I have no idea. It's only the second period.
drills it in for the 9th time.
I mean, this is just, I don't even know what to say anymore, Dre. 9-2 in the second period. This is beyond belief. This is an amazing first game for the RPI Engineers to have. Here comes Regan. Regan could not corral that in the right side defensive zone. Ryder battling low.
I just received a stat. It is believed that all 9 goals are from different players.
That is just fantastic hockey there. I mean, that's what you call spreading the wealth, you know?
Everybody on this RPI team seems to be equal.
Absolutely. Ryder now in zone draw here against Anton Safanov. Inevitably, I think Anton's gonna have the upper hand here, and he does not. Anton blocks the shot and makes up for it. Puck is being battled for below by Ryder. Ryder comes out away with it, back up to the point. Point shot, sent in their own person and blocked by the RPI defense. Trent Burton now with the puck off the glass and out. Here comes Anton Safanov playing offense. Puck is batted into the Ryder zone. Ryder gives it up right in front of the net. Oh, and Trent Burton could not get his hands on that. Ryder now passing it to the neutral zone. Here comes 27 for Ryder, who dumps it in to Torrance Raven, who gives it to Tommy Hall here. Tommy Hall behind the net, loses an edge. Unfortunate circumstance there. And Brendan Maw fortunately regains the puck in the engineer zone, who tosses it out to Gavin Dumas, who dumps it in for Anton to retrieve. Anton on his backhand. Behind the net. Behind the net, still the Engineers possess the puck. Gavin Dumas behind the net. Oh, and he misses it there to the other side. Retrieved by John Hudson, who brings it back behind the net. But it's unfortunately intercepted by the Ryder offense. Here comes Gavin Dumas. No angle shot. Almost banks off the goalie's mask, and it almost makes that lead 10-2. John Hudson ices the puck, but the Rider defenseman touches it, so that icing is waved off. Rider is being pressured by Xander Zoya behind the net. Xander lifts a stick, cannot get the puck, and here comes Rider flying up through the neutral zone. One guy's making a move the whole way. Takes a shot off the target, hits the side of the net there. Brody O'Doherty, the goal scorer, working the puck up. Gets it to Henry Ong, who dumps it in deep. Brody chasing, could not get his stick on the puck there. Henry Ong taking body there. Taking a hit to make a play, that's what we like to see, Dre. Dre, how many times have you seen Zai take a hit to make a play today?
Zai's been playing very physically. Sometimes too physically. Seems to forget the puck sometimes, but
Absolutely. If there's one guy on this team who takes a hit to make the play, it's Zai. He's every single time there's a battle, he's right there to support his teammates. That's the type of guy you want on your team.
it's like there's something in his head that's telling him to keep fighting.
Absolutely. Here comes Alec Garabet. Oh, that was such a nice dump and chase there. Will Gasa's looking at me, shaking his head in approval. He loves it. Jack Boughton now, neutral zone. Walks in, doing it on himself. Jack Boughton backhand, shot, muffin, shot wide. Oh, Jack Boughton could not bury it there. Dylan Julian behind the net. Jack Boughton now again, shot off the mark.
Jackson for that second goal of his career.
Jack Boughton, has one backhand goal already. He might as well make that too. And here comes Zaid Karame on the back check. Breaking the puck out here. 30 seconds left in the period here. RPI absolutely dominating Rider. Rider cannot even get the puck out of their own zone. Jack Boughton battling in the zone around a broken stick. Jack Boughton being board pinned right now. We'll see if he can break loose here. And it looks like they're just going to hold this for the period. Oh, Dylan Julian with the puck. Turns up to the point. Feldman shoots wide.
Out. Second period comes to a close. RPI 9, Rider 2.
We'll be back for the third period. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Houston Fieldhouse for Period 3 of RPI versus Rider. Currently, RPI leads 9-2 to start the third period. To 2 RPI. Dre, what have we seen so far for this dominating performance from the Engineers?
It's gotta be all second period coming up. The first period, weak defensive plays that cause it hard to get goals. The hard play to save. But this second period has been constant low zone pressure on the RPI forwards. Summing it up with 2 power plays, managed to get, I believe, 4 goals that second period.
Here comes Ryder taking the ice, not looking too enthusiastic. A little bit lackadaisical, actually. Ryder continuing with the same goalie situation here, and looks like the same starting lineup as well. So they must have faith in their guys to get the job done, or at least try to play for some pride here against the Engineers.
Ryder went about, I want to say, 8 minutes in that second period without conceding a goal. It's got to be that constant pressure from RPI. It's hacking away at their energy.
Absolutely, and pressure is what the Engineers know best, especially Vim Van Rossum.
Little Vimy.
Little Vimy, we like to call him. Really just showing hard out there, and he's played really a solid game overall. So shout out for the night goes to Vim Van Rossum, number 19 on the Engineers, the defensive side of things.
He's got people looking out for him.
Congratulations, Vim. By the way, that message was from someone in the stands, a good friend of Vim's, we were told. Puck is dumped into the Rider zone and immediately captured by Seth McKenna, who battles for it along the wall. Puck is rimmed out and kept in by Tommy Hall. Tommy Hall working it low now with the puck. Shot off the outside of the post. Trent Burton now battling at the top of the zone. Nick Usich received. And while the puck's in deep, Burton goes into pressure. Intercepted by Safonov, and Ryder pokes it away. Safonov pressuring. Makes a turnover behind the net, pass in front. Couldn't get there. Ma with the puck now. Ma out front, Tommy. Slap shot, one-timer over the net. Field goal, 3 points, Tommy Hall. Congratulations, Tommy. First field goal of your career.
To give him credit, it was tipped off the defender's stick. But it seems like Ryder just can't generate that breakout.
Yeah.
As soon as they pass it across, as soon as they pass all across the ice, RPI
Absolutely.
instantly jumps on them. Let's see if they can do something about it in this draw.
Here's the power line again. Xander, Brendan, and Gavin. Oh, and here's a breakaway for, Vim back-checking. Good stick by Vim Van Rossum. Shout-out man of the night. Proves why he is. Here comes Xander the other way. Pass to Brendan. Brendan back to Xander. Score! 10-2. RPI Engineers. Double digits. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Good goal, I guess. Alec now to take the draw following the goal. Pep band once again peppering the goalie. Might be time to lay off of that. Puck in the neutral zone retrieved by Henry Ong. Garabet dumps it in deep. Chased by O'Doherty and Ong. O'Doherty battling low with Ong. Ong takes a cross check from behind, and that's going to be a penalty. Here comes O'Doherty. Hacked. Slap shot by Vim. Saved by the goalie. Oh, that's a classy move by O'Doherty. O'Doherty being pressed by the Rider team. O'Doherty points at the scoreboard. True class there. That's just a classy play.
The next 18 minutes are going to be something serious hockey.
Absolutely. And we'll see what Coach Lee McBain does to preserve the health of the players here.
All it took was 12 goals to start seeing it chip away at the players.
Zyd Cromie making his way back to the bench, saying something. Always seemingly have something to say. I'm not sure why that's the case.
It's something this week. Something's in his head. And he's angry.
Cross-check penalty. on Ryder, puts the Engineers up a man for 2 minutes. On this power play unit, once again, we have Brody O'Doherty, Anton Safanov, Trent Burton, Alec Garabet, and Nick Usich. Usich with the puck, center ice, pulls back, battles, and dropped to Alec Garabet. Garabet back behind the net to O'Doherty. O'Doherty behind the net. Corrals it, holds it for Safanov. Safanov now makes the move. Wow! Runs over a man and keeps going. Oh my gosh, that was sad. That was sad for Ryder there. If this game couldn't go any worse. Oh my goodness. O'Doherty now walking in the side. O'Doherty behind the net. Walks it behind. Passes it up to Usich. Usich backhanded to Garabet. Garabet across the ice to Safanov. Safanov does not retrieve it, but O'Doherty does. Safanov with the puck. Garabet. Usich. Garabet. Safanov. Shot over the net.
After seeing Safanov lay the boom, if I was a Ryder player, I'd think the second time before I try to cross-check the guy player again.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say there. Anton Safanov just ran him over. Completely ran him over like he wasn't even there. Tommy Hall with the puck now. Dumas. Dumas, Hall. Hall to Ma. Ma and Dumas. Xander to slot. Giving up. And Ryder hits the scoreboard. I think they were aiming for our 10 there. Hoping to knock a goal off the board. I don't know if that's going to work, though.
I don't think you change the scoreboard that way.
Me neither. Me neither.
Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that ACHA RPI alumni Paul Kratzkos in the crowd?
Is that Paul Kratz? It is.
Paul.
And talk about grit. That guy is gritty. Here he is. Post-graduation, back at the ACHA game, supporting the boys.
When things are stacked up against them.
Absolutely. Tommy Hall with the puck now, over to Brendan Law. Brendan to Xander. Back to Brendan. Shot, score.
It's that connection from Xander.
That would be 11 goals on the night here. And the clock is not running. And the Engineers are not stopping. They continue to beat down their opponents. Quick thank you to Sebastian Benavente for working the camera tonight, Niall O'Malley for working the stats, Kyle Long for working the shots, and everybody involved in the process of broadcasting this stream to you guys. We're sorry once again for the delay. We will try our best not to let that happen again, but it was really due to circumstances beyond our control.
I believe Gase has learned his lesson, and we'll be more quick with it.
Absolutely. William Gesa, that is. William Gesa. Central ice now, shot by the Ryder player, easily sticked away by, was that Vim stick there, Dre?
I believe it was.
And now there's an in-zone face-off for Ryder. The pet band behind the Ryder bench having the "You Suck" signs up. I don't know.
It's
potentially a little tacky at this point in time.
very late in the game. I don't think there's any need for it.
I agree.
I think the message is loud and clear. You know, it's, we gotta zoom in on the guys right there. You suck, right next to their bench. Next time they blow the whistle, next time they blow the whistle.
Vim Van Rossum now, neutral zone, shoots it in for Jack Boughton, who tips it in deep and is being chased by Dylan Julian. Ryder defense airs it out of the zone to be collected by Zaid Krame, who passes it back to Jack Boughton, who once again gets the puck in deep. Dylan Julian pressuring now. Could not get his stick on the puck there, and Ryder coming the other way. Seth McKenna tracks him down and gives the puck up. Trent Burton now with the puck, works up the wing, makes a move. Here he goes, Trent Burton all alone. Tracked down by the Ryder defenseman. Seth McKenna intercepts, shot, stick saved by the Ryder goaltender. Trent Burton with the puck now, once again behind the net. He works it, backhanded up to Stefan Feldman at the point. Feldman shot, saved by the Ryder goaltender. here's a quick zoom in on what's going on next to the rider bench. Dre?
Nothing more to it. Kind of getting old at some point, but they're doing what they love, so hopefully riders do what they love.
Anton Safanov wins the draw out of the zone, and Feldman chasing it down. Stefan Feldman wheeling, absolutely hauling behind the net. He gives the puck up and then gets hit. Zide Krame, of course, there to pick up the puck. Here comes Seth McKenna, breaking out of the zone, dumps it in deep, and changes for Ma. Safanov in deep, battling for the puck, loses it to the rider defenseman, but gets it back and battles on the corner of the net.
Looks like the goalie just got his toe to cover that puck. It was really close. But a game of inches, that's all it takes.
That is what they say. That is what they say.
Probably getting into the third minute at the end. Remember, I think he's sitting there at time.
Ryan D'Souza with the puck now. Tries to dump it in deep, but it's blocked by the rider winger, I believe. Bodied by Tommy Hall, and the puck is given up, and Brendan Ma takes it the other way with Tommy. Hall, backhand, just wide. Here comes Ryder the other way. Ryder pulls, could not get a shot off. Tommy with the active stick stopped that shot instantaneously. Ryan D'Souza behind the net, plays it up to Dumas, but Dumas cannot corral that. The puck is just too far in front of him. And Xander is back behind the Engineers net to start all over again. Here comes Zoya up the wing. Zoya to Ma, center of the ice. Ma works down the right wing side. Ma makes a move behind the net. Holds, pass in front of the net. Nobody there to collect.
Goalie almost not ready.
John Hudson tried to bat it in there, just missed the blue line. So called delayed offsides. Alec Garibet hit on the sidewall. Henry Ong battling. And Torrance Draven going for a pass there. Nobody there. But I think the idea was correct. Here comes 28. Shot, score. I can't say that's Torrance's fault, because when you don't face shots in like an entire period, it's hard to stay warm and keep the eyes going.
Absolutely. You also have to be careful. If you play the puck off your stick, you can generate some bad habits.
Absolutely. That one might have just caught the Engineers sleeping on the defensive side, being used to the offense buzzing the entire game.
A little depth with the RPI lead. Let's see how this sways the momentum.
The lead is now cut to 8 goals. Ryder looking to shorten that gap. Maybe pad the stats a little bit. Here comes Regan Johnson in behind the net. Cannot collect the puck there. Feldman with the puck now. Whoa. Jack Boughton slashes a man.
Got a high sticking against the Ryder player. That's going to be a penalty.
I think the idea was Jack Boughton was trying to bat the puck out of midair and accidentally caught a Ryder player, I believe, on the shoulder or helmet there.
It was off the helmet.
Absolutely nothing malicious, though. Just trying to play the puck. All in good faith there.
Hopefully RPI can avoid those penalties.
And this is going to put our power play, or PK, PK to the test here. We haven't seen much of it, but we'll see how this does. Zide Karame, Trent Burton, Dylan Julian, and Stefan Feldman on this PK. To the point now. Point to the right side. To the near corner. Ryder works it around to the far corner, passes it up to the far point. Makes a move there. Low point. Shot. Saved there by Straven. Giving up the middle of the ice. Far point now. Ryder holds back to the far point. Down to the far corner. To the slot. Easy save by Straven there. Making it look really silky smooth and easy.
You sure he's a big guy? But he's definitely not clumsy when it comes to showing back post. Right? You have to find a different way to approach the net in order to get something by Straven.
Yep. headband is doing a push-up to the stands right now, just showing how hard RPI is fighting.
You know how much those guys like going to the gym.
Walks in, shot, save. Nice save there by Shraven, square to the puck. Puck straight in the chest.
He's well warmed up in this period.
Absolutely. Regan on the kill again. Regan to the point, tracking down. Regan with Seth McKenna here on the kill. Backed by Nicholas Usich and Ryan D'Souza. D'Souza blocks the puck there. Ryder, far point, shot. Glove by Shraven.
Ryder power play seems to be able to get some shots off, but not really generating solid chances to get it by.
If there's one thing Ryder's done right so far in this period, it's that their power play is functioning here. They are generating shots and chances off their opportunities here. Back to the far point here. Works it to the middle. Shot. Loose in front. Saved by Shraven. And the puck is cleared out of the zone. Chased by Dylan Julian. Goalie comes out to play it. Ryder goaltender plays it to the winger who bats it back to his defenseman and back up to the winger here. Near side in neutral zone. They hold. And they give the puck up to Dylan Julian. Dylan Julian.
It's Ryder's breakout that just doesn't seem to function too well.
They've really been struggling to break out tonight. Dylan Julian is battling here. He's getting pushed. No call there. Ryder now possessing in their defensive zone. Ryder walks.
Juice takes the red line. Tries to battle it in. Loses it. Right now on a 2-on-2. Takes a shot off the top of the stick forward. And Ryder gets it back off the corner. Buries it. Pass forward.
Once again, it is very tough being a goalie, not getting any shots, and all of a sudden getting a bunch of shots at the same time. Me and Dre, we know best. That's just how it goes sometimes. That there was a play. It was a one-timer in the face-off dot area.
Monkey bounce off the corner boards.
Right.
Right to number 8.
Unfortunately, it's just how it goes. Engineers are back up on the face-off dot immediately, though, ready to play. Really no slow in their game. Doesn't seem to faze them. Ryder has cut the lead to, I believe that's 7 goals now. Trent Burton here, works the puck up. It takes a hit from 28 on the Ryder team. I believe Pop. Puck intercepted by Anton Safanov. Safanov, shot just wide. Trent Burton, shot just wide off the side of the post. If Trent got that puck on net, or Burton got that puck on net, that surely would have been a goal. The goalie was late to get to his post there.
RPI seems to be exposing Ryder's systems as they just begin to move the puck up the ice. They're scrambling. Back in.
Draw 1 by the Engineers. Vim Van Rossum, could not possess that puck on the top of the circle. Vim bats it to John Hudson, who shoots it in deep. Icing is called off because of the RPI, or the, Ryder defense for touching the puck there. Dumas and Ma behind the net playing it. Ma comes up, makes a move, circles down below the goal line again, far corner here. Over to Hudson. Hudson makes a move, working it, shot. Saved by the Ryder goaltender. Brendan Ma, down low to Dumas, back to Ma. Ma shot, gobbled up by the Ryder goaltender. Once again, folks, the score is 11-4 now. RPI, of course, leading. Now onto the ice, we have O'Doherty, Garabet, Ong, Karame, and Feldman. We'll see what they can do here with the in-zone face-off. Garabet with the draw.
Third period, 11-4.
Feldman pulls it off the wall. Feldman shot into the stomach. We have seen a lot of shots from Feldman tonight.
Some of them slow, but that one looked like a rocket. Now he just needs to find his mark.
Feldman really, really wants a goal here. You can just tell. And I got faith in him, Trey. How about you?
I do too, but it's also important. He's got to take those shots when there's people in front of that net.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Goals straight from the blue line are hard to come by.
Here comes Ryder working in the offensive zone. Feldman retrieving. Feldman retrieves. Kicks the puck out to O'Doherty, who's with speed, coming through the zone now. Makes the move through the defenseman's legs. Pass in front. Shot. Alec Garabet, backhand goal. 12-4 RPI.
That's an assist from Brody O'Doherty.
Brody O'Doherty with a beautiful move.
And assist.
A beautiful move by O'Doherty to get the puck to Alec, who backhands it into the back of the net.
Alec Garabet. No stranger to goals. That's his first of the season.
The score is now 12-4. No goalie change.
No goalie change. I think Pride is far past the idea of changing their goalie. At this point, it's a done deal.
And it's all your fault chants still ring out in the crowd.
It's funnier the 13th time, I swear.
Dylan Julian now chasing down the puck. Passes it out. Ryder now. In, shot. Blocked away by Shraven. Shraven struggling with the puck there. Manages to get to Zaid Karame, who breaks it out. Karame now working it with Boughton. Karame makes a move, working towards the net. Passes, deflected off the Ryder skate. Karame in deep, battling. Here comes Karame, battling the front of the net. Works it, pass it out. Wow, an assist. Regan Johnson, 2 goals in the night. Zaid Karame assist. That's a spectacular individual effort by Karame. Here's the pep band once again.
And now says, Bill sucks.
As the score increases to 13-4. Safanov with the puck now. Shot. Glove saved by the Ryder goaltender.
A little bit of a windmill there.
As a goalie, you gotta stick that in there every once in a while, you know?
Especially against Anton.
Right.
Just gotta let that thing fly.
Santon Afanov on the draw now. Being chased relentlessly by the Ryder offenseman. Puck's given up. Shot. Blocked by Tommy Hall. Battled for in the far corner. Safanov picks it up. Makes a move around a defenseman or offenseman. And the puck is shot up and tipped into the zone by Seth McKenna, so the icing is waved off. Dumas now holds the puck into the blue line. Here comes Dumas, pressuring. Then Van Rossum now with the puck, battling, winning his battle against his player. Dumas once again in the open ice. Takes a hit but keeps going. Now on the offense. Knocks his guy off the puck. He's battling low now. Ma. Xander. Zoya behind the net, out front. Nobody there to retrieve. Here comes Ryder. Shraven to play the puck. What was he going for there, Dre?
I think he might have been going for a goalie goal.
I think so too.
13 have gone by this goalie. Torrin says, why not?
Ma makes a move behind the net. Karame now with the puck. Pass it low to Ma. Ma retrieves behind the net, sent behind the net for Xander, but Zoya cannot retrieve that there. Feldman now on the offense. O'Doherty, shot, saved by the Ryder goaltender. Zoya could not corral. Here comes Ryder. Karame gets hit twice. Very good composure there from Karame to take the hit and continue to play there, especially when their team is getting increasingly chippy.
In that back left corner, I get flashbacks when Zyler let loose his stick.
Absolutely. Those were not good times. Here comes Garabet.
Looks like he scripts up,
I
but
think
no call on the ice.
the refs are trying to get this game over with. Puck is tipped out and chased down by Garabet. Ong goes off for the change, and here comes Boughton. Here comes Boughton. Boughton down the right side. Oh, he curls back to the neutral zone. Here comes Boughton. Boughton tracking.
Man with swagger.
Boughton retrieves the puck. To Johnson. Johnson works in front. Pass it out front to Dylan. Dylan could not corral that. And Usage now with the puck. Gets it to Julian. Julian dumps it in deep. Julian and Boughton now on the forecheck. Julian up to D'Souza. D'Souza, the Usage. Usage shot. Save. D'Souza shot. Save. Usage. Save. Nice glove save there by the Rider goaltender. Julian takes a hit, continues to pressure the puck, and the whistle's blown.
Looks like we have a penalty.
A high stick on Rider there. Something from my analyst, Will Gesa, has given us some feedback here, so sorry about that. Another word from the producer here. Seems like we're a little bit choppy. Yeah. O'Doherty with the puck now. O'Doherty, Garabet, Hudson, Garabet, Hudson, Rossum, Dan Rossum holding the puck now. Low, O'Doherty. O'Doherty shot and whiff there. Dan Rossum loses the puck there at the blue line. Hudson now with the puck behind the net. Hudson works it up. Hudson to Garabet. Garabet not quite there. Dan Rossum. Hudson in the neutral zone. Boughton. Boughton with the puck now. Working it in deep. Boughton on the forecheck. Wins it. Far corner for Boughton now. Boughton low to Johnson. Johnson to Hall. Hall to Feldman. Feldman to Hall. Hall shot. Tipped. Saved by the Rider goaltender. Rider goaltender has been staying on his head recently. Pretty good effort here. Here goes Hall. Shot over the net. Feldman now retrieving. Great effort there by Rider to get that puck out of the zone. Here comes Hall. Hall to Boughton. Boughton dumps it in deep. Takes a hit. And that's going to be another penalty against Rider.
Important for these refs to make sure they call anything they see. If it gets out of hand, it's nasty.
Absolutely. Hockey's a wonderful sport. The one thing we don't want is injuries of any kind. So the refs have to continue to make sure that this is a safe sport to play. Good composure there by Boughton to not retaliate. And Garabet on the draw. Garabet is going to be warned there.
After 3 minutes left in the game.
O'Doherty with the puck now. Feldman walking to the center. Hall now. Feldman at the top. To Hall. Henry Ong now with the puck. Ong cannot get the pass through to the point. Feldman on the back check here. He regroups behind the net. Pulls on the brakes, and he has all the time in the world at the moment. Here comes Garabet. Does not pick it up. Hall with the puck now. Sauces it out to Ong, but could not corral it. Puck down low. Straven has the puck. Feldman now with the puck, working out. Moving into the far corner. Back for Garibet. Garibet up to O'Doherty. O'Doherty. Shot pass. Feldman. One-timer whiff.
And a wide open net. That would have been the one for Phelps.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, just got by his stick.
Boughton now working deep. Makes a move. To Feldman. Puck is worked out. Garibet keeps it in. Shot. Tip. Tipped wide. Hudson now battling low. Feldman now with the puck. Feldman winding up for a slap shot there.
Boughton breathed a little too much over.
1:16 left in the final frame here. The score is RPI 13, Rider 4. Dylan Julian, a sophomore from Los Angeles, California, I believe. Los Alamitos, California. To win the draw there. Puck's given up. Traven once again makes a behind the back save. Let's do a little player profile here. Jack Boughton from Niskayuna, New York, if I'm correct.
Niskayuna, New York, is correct.
What do you know about him and his play style here?
Well, he's a mechanical engineer, so he's always thinking of the best possibilities to engineer his way to a goal, as most of the players on this RPI engineers team.
True. Jack Boughton, a true gritty player. Never stopping for anything, always pushing past what people think is possible. Jack Boughton, as we speak, battling and succeeding in the corner. Takes a hit and continues to push through, gets the puck to Regan Johnson. He holds the puck, makes a move, makes the man fall, takes a shot, is gloved by the Rider goaltender.
With 13 goals, it's hard to point out exactly how many goals have been allowed by Rider in this team. Certainly not his goalie. He's held it in for most of it. But 13 is rough.
And it looks like the Engineers are going to let this one run out here, as they should. 25 seconds.
You have an MVP for tonight, Tyler?
I gotta say, this one was really a team effort. There's not one person on this RPI squad I can highlight. It's just, I mean, as producers have and stats analysts have told us, there has been so many different goal scorers tonight and so many different assists. It's just crazy. It's just a full team effort there. And that makes Engineers 1-0 on the year. I would like to say thank you to everybody involved here. Sebastian Manavente, Will Gesa, Blake Idelson, Niall O'Malley, and others. Of course, Roisey, Zach Roy. Anybody else I'm missing here, Dre?
Lipari?
Yeah, oh, of course. How could I forget? Nick Lipari as well for helping us out tonight. None of this could be possible without them. Of course, thank you to the Pep Band for coming out and supporting the Engineers, ACHA hockey team, and all the fans that came out tonight. We hope you have a good night. Once again, final score from the Houston Fieldhouse. Rider 4, RPI 13. Thank you.
Come back tomorrow.